Hello, this is Tom Channel. I hope he shows up. I'm always out of bed. And I'm like, oh, there he is. Hi.
Hey Lucy fans, I'm Steph with Creation and welcome back to our virtual weekend featuring the cast of Lucifer. I just wanted to remind you that the top tipper wins a 5-minute one-on-one video meet and greet with Tom right after this panel, so make sure your top supporter information is updated with your current email address. If you'd like to tip, click the green tip button on the bottom left-hand corner of your staging screen. And remember, the tipping is done as soon as Tom leaves the screen after his panel's done, so any tips made after that will not be counted towards the total. All right, and last but not least, the moment we've all been waiting for, the man who had us at desire. Please welcome Tom Ellis.
Hello everyone. Hello, how are we all? Although I'm saying expecting an answer from people, and I know that I'm just going to get questions to the right-hand side of me, but I'm assuming that you're all saying, hello, Tom, back, and happy Sunday, Tom, and things like that. Hello, everyone. Right, let's start with some questions, and then just keep going, shall we? We've got 45 minutes, and I've got a little bit of a hoarse voice because we've been doing a lot of shooting, a lot of shouting during shooting this last week. And I've got my favourite mug with me. It's got all my favourite Lucy quotes on it. There we go. And it's got a hot toddy inside of it, so this should be rather lovely. Right. First question. Anna Casali. Hi Tom, I'm Anna from Italy. If you could give yourself a piece of advice when you were 20, what would you say and why? If I could give myself a bit of advice when I was 20, I'd say you are right to believe in yourself. Because between the age of 20 and 30, I think lots of things happened like in my life and in my career that sort of knocked the confidence out of me a little bit. But yeah, believe in yourself, and don't worry everyone, I turned the corner with that, but it's all good. Anyway, does that answer your question, Anna Casali? Katie Lag. Hi Tom, as a big sports fan, I'm curious about what fun rivalries exist among the cast. I love from Katie. Sporting rivalries, well, we've got a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. We've got DB and Kevin are both Dallas Cowboy fans. And then we had a few Green Bay fans, both Chris and Shawnee on our crew. So there was a bit of banter flying around with those guys all the time. And every now and again, myself and Leslie Ann Brandt's husband, Chris Payne Gilbert, will have a little banter with each other because he's a big Manchester United fan and I'm not. I like Arsenal. Anyway, does that answer your question, Katie Lag? So, Evelyn Maselli. Hey Tom, what was the hardest scene to record with Lauren? Gosh, I mean, Lauren and I are like brother and sister. So I think the first time that we ever had to probably like kiss and stuff was like, yeah, it's kind of like kissing your sister. But so that was a bit weird, and we laughed about it. But we do enjoy working together. We have a lot of fun. She's been a great scene partner for 6 years. Imbarg MZ. Hi Tom. Yeah, so this is your screen name, Imbarg Booms. Hi Tom, I'm Gabriella from Brazil. Hi Brazil. And I'd like to know, what Lucifer character would you like to spend a day with? Love you so much. Aw, love you too. What Lucifer character would I like to spend a day with? Ooh. Let me think about this. Probably Amenadiel, because he could just fly me around places. and I just really enjoy hanging out with DB. There you go. Oh, I like this question. This is Congl. Is your okay? Congl. This is your question. If Lucifer had to work at a normal 9 to 5 job, what would you do? Gloria from Denver. CEO, Gloria from Denver. If Lucifer had to work a normal 9 to 5, I don't think he'd ever want to do that. But if he did, it'd be quite amusing if he'd if he did the checkouts at the grocery store or something like that. Just be quite an amusing situation to have him in there. So would you like paper or plastic with the shopping? Yeah. Krista Dutton. Hey Tom, what's number 1 on your bucket list? What do you imagine? Sorry, there was a fly. What do you imagine Lucifer's to be? So what's number 1 on my bucket list? I mean, back in the day, I would have said something like a bungee jump or something, but definitely not now. Number 1 on my bucket list at the moment is to get vaccinated. And then, what's number 1 on Lucifer's bucket list? Oh, goodness me. Where do we start? Number 1 on Lucifer's bucket list. I think number 1 on Lucifer's bucket list would be to actually get drunk, because we always played him that he just can't quite get drunk because he's got this kind of celestial kind of sobriety that's stopping him, but even though he gives it a good go. So there we go, that's on his bucket list, to actually properly get drunk one day. Cyro, hi Tom, I'm Silka from Germany. Hello, hi Germany, love Germany. And I would like to know if you plan to continue on the musical track of your career. I don't know. I mean, I certainly would like to carry on singing. I don't know whether I'm going to release music, but I certainly just enjoy doing it. And certainly we'll do it, live and stuff when I have the opportunity with people that would appreciate it. But certainly doing music on the show has made me realise that I'd like to carry on singing and do that in my professional career as well in terms of acting. So should the opportunity come up to do a musical or something like that, then yes, I would love to do that if it's the right one. But yes, watch this space. Okay, so who's next? Sibel Almeida. Da, da, da. Okay, Sibel Almeida. Hello from Brazil. Hello, Brazil again. What was it like to have God in the plot of the second part of season 5, and what was it like for you to work with Dennis? Oh, Dennis. I absolutely adored working with Dennis Haysbert. We've become really good friends since then. We play a lot of golf together. I was just so, I was not sure if we'd ever meet Dad in our show. But when the storyline came up and they cast Dennis, I was absolutely delighted. Just because I've loved him as an actor for years and years and years. And he didn't disappoint. Just as a man, he's just a wonderful human being. And as an actor, he just brought so much to the part. I mean, he's got so much unbelievable gravity, and empathy, and he's got everything. And some of my favourite scenes that we've ever shot on Lucifer are in this run of episodes, and they are with Dennis. And I hope you guys enjoy them, because I just think that he was a real gift to the show. There we go. Sasha Coeva, I always wondered, who was your favourite Doctor Who when you were a kid? Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm trying to think about this now. I mean, I really liked Peter Davidson back in the day, which was the original Doctor Who sort of franchise way back in the day. Peter Davidson, I think, was probably my favourite Doctor Who, which is weird because I ended up working with him years later on Miranda, and I think it's just of the age I was as a boy and stuff, and what I understood of the show when I was watching it, I think that's the one that sticks with me. Anyway, but they're all marvellous, and I thought David Tennant was just incredible. Just going to put it out there.
It's okay.
Pat. Hi, Tom. Pat underscore. Hi, Tom. What's your favourite therapy session with Dr. Linda in all seasons, not including season 5B and 6 yet? Pat from the Philippines. Hi, Pat from the Philippines. Hello, Philippines. Favourite Dr. Linda scene? I think it's probably in season 1, and it's probably in I think episode 5 now. I can't remember what the episode is called now, but it's the episode where Lucifer's wings are stolen, and it's the first time in since we've known Lucifer, because this is season 1. It's the first time we've ever really seen him care about anything, apart from obviously the detective, but that's a different kind of thing. But something that really means something to him, and something deeply personal to him. And it brings out a darkness in Lucifer that we haven't seen before, and his kind of recollection of what it was to run hell, and how that sort of left him and scarred him, sort of came out in that episode. And I thought, I'm really glad that we're going there with this character, and we're mining that territory, because I think it's helped us get to where we are now with Lucifer. He's been on not only a journey of a great character, but I'd like to think he's been on a big emotional journey as well in his development. Okay. Oh, L-O...
talking.
L-O-V-E-S Lucifer. So that's all one word. L-O-V-E-S Lucifer.
You're welcome.
Hi, Tom. I'm Eliana. Hi, Eliana. Are there any props from set that you plan on keeping? Let me think about this. I mean, I'd love, obviously, one of Lucifer's pianos, but I don't think I'd get away with sneaking that out. I mean, there's lots and lots of, things in the penthouse that I wonder whether that, I just wonder if one thing wasn't there when they were cleaning up at the end of Lucifer, if they'd actually miss it. So I might get myself a little thing, but I have to say there is an addition to the penthouse this year, which is a golf trophy that was won by me, playing against some of the other crew and Dennis Haysbert, actually. And it's got pride of place in Lucifer's penthouse now. There we go, little spoiler for you. Alexei _ hi. Hi, I'm Alexa from Hungary. Hi, Hungary. I love Hungary. I've got family in Hungary. And Hedvig, my makeup artist on Lucifer, is Hungarian. And she's awesome. Were there any surprises about Lucifer's character that you did not expect from him? Love you. Love you too. Let me think about this. Any surprises about his character that... I mean, I think that, when we got the pilot version of Lucifer, which is the only thing I had to go on at that point, I guess I wouldn't have assumed that that we would have done the scenes that I just talked about, actually. And, really kind of pulling the layers of this character away. Because, on the surface, a very, very fun character, and it would have been tempting just to kind of do that all the time without any kind of real development. But I think the development of Lucifer is the nice surprise, and finding what's underneath him is a nice surprise and a nice kind of challenge for me as well. So yeah, does that answer your question? Hopefully. Hyber, hi Tom, how are you? I'm Hyber. What is your dream destination? The country you would like to visit the most? Lots of love from Morocco.
Does have
I love Morocco.
No, he does not.
I do love Morocco.
Nowhere.
I've worked there and I've been on holiday there. It's
So
a marvellous
you're
country.
good.
Hello, Morocco.
Sorry.
Dream destination. Well, I mean, I've always wanted to go to Fiji. I've always had a fascination with Fiji. And I hope to go there one day. Gosh, I mean, the world is just full of dream destinations, really. But I've been to the Maldives a couple of times in my life. I've been very lucky to do that, and that is also a dreamy, dreamy destination. But yeah, I think Fiji one day. I'll see you there. Okay. Hey Tom, my name's Jordan. My my question is, and Jordan, your screen name is XJH11X. Hey Tom, my name's Jordan. My question is, since Lucifer is always asking others' desires, what is it you truly desire? Love from the UK. Well, Jordan, right now, I truly desire some normality, and I truly desire seeing my friends, getting drunk in a pub and hugging and kind of just seeing people and like being normal and not thinking about things passing from one person to another. That's what I truly desire right now. And it's going to happen, by the way, people. It is going to happen. So please stay positive. Please stay safe. Please get vaccinated whenever you get an opportunity. And we will turn this huge, horrible COVID boat around. Right. Catherine, S9. Hi, from the UK, Tom. Was it difficult getting into character as Michael, who was impersonating Lucifer? Lovely. So Michael impersonating Lucifer was weird. Yes, getting into character as Michael in the first instance was weird because I really enjoyed it, but at the same time I hadn't felt that way on this set for a long time. In that this was new territory for me as a character, and so I didn't have the same comfort level that I have as Lucifer, because I played Lucifer for such a long time. That's like flicking a switch now almost. And Michael wasn't, so I really had to think about that, and so that was the challenge. And it was a weird experience doing it in front of people that I knew so well and knew me playing Lucifer so well. I had to sort of get through
I will do. I will post it on my Insta stories.
And really
I will.
trust in the choices that I've made and just
I will
go
say the
for it.
lie for you.
So yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, but ultimately one that I relished, and one that I don't think I'll rush too quickly to do again, by the way, people. Okay.
You're welcome. Bye.
Desires Lux. Hey Tom, would you ever record for the Calm app? Well, I mean, if they came and asked me to record for the Calm app, I would, of course, take that into huge consideration. And I would take my time in responding to the people at the Calm app. Okay. See, this is what happens when you don't interact with people. You just answer questions. What happens to me is I go a little bit bonkers. So just bear with me. Leslie, 1981. 10. Hi Tom, I'm Maria from Brazil. Hello again, Brazil. Do you have a preference on shooting between emotional scenes and fight scenes? I love you so much. I love you too. I love you, Brazil. You are like, Brazil, you are amazing. And I know you're having a really tough time at the moment, Brazil. So just hang in there, guys. And thank you so much for the outpouring love that you consistently bring us. And we are hopefully going to come and see you one day. Do I have a preference between emotional scenes and fight scenes? No, I mean, my preference is to do really good scenes. And so if it's a really good emotional scene, I'm like, yes. If it's a really good fight scene, I'm like, yes. That's all. That's my preference. And I think, we always sort of take our time on this right up until the last minute to sort of distill the process and hope that we're sort of making the best of everything. So yeah, all of the scenes, and again, like I feel very, very blessed with the sort of faceted aspect of Lucifer, and the fact that I get to do emotional scenes and fight scenes and music and all those different things. Been a very lucky boy for 6 years. Thank you, people, for watching. Catherine _Maguire. Hi Tom, I'm Catherine from North Carolina. Hello North Carolina. I have family in South Carolina. But hello, North Carolina. I love all the Carolinas. And I've got a friend in France called Carolina. I don't know if you're here today, but yeah, or Caroline, but I'm Catherine. If Lucifer could have a pet, what would it be? And you've got a crying, laughing emoji, so I think you want me to say something funny. Or is it just the notion of Lucifer having a pet that you find funny? let's think about this. If Lucifer could have a pet, I think. Well, I mean, look, I have always wanted to have a Great Dane since I was a kid. No one in my life ever thinks that's a good idea. So I'm just gonna kind of put that forward. I think Lucifer should get a Great Dane, and then call it Dan. Ah dear. Anyway, no, he should have a Great Dane and call the Great Dane something heroic, and then have a Chihuahua and call it Dan. Okay. Do you feel like? Hi, this is Vev. Hi Tom, I'm Verena. Hi Verena. Do you feel like you yourself took some of Lucifer's character traits? Well, I think he's more the other way around, to be honest. Do I think I've got any of Lucifer's character traits? I mean, come on, let me think about this. I hope not. Let me think about this. Do I have any? I don't know if I do have these character traits, but it like I say, it's more the other way. I kind of like infected Lucifer with lots of my character traits. But I tell you what does happen, if this helps you at all, is that my children get really, really annoyed at me when I talk in Lucifer's voice, because Lucifer's voice is different to my regular Tom voice. You know, if I've been working, or if I, just come off set, or if they come and visit me on set, my voice is very much Lucifer's voice most of the time, or, just a gnat's hair from being away from Lucifer's voice, quite heightened. So, yeah, that's basically what happens, and it really annoys my family, and they go, Dad, just stop, just stop talking in that ridiculous voice. Genuine words from my youngest house. Giovanna Oliveira. Hi Tom, my name is Giovanna. Love it. How do you make the difference between Michael's and Lucifer's eyes? I love you. Kisses from Brazil again. Gosh, Brazil, smatterings of kisses all the time. Thank you. How do you make the difference between Michael's and Lucifer's eyes? Do you know what, Giovanna Oliveira? I just don't think about it. Do you know what? I don't think about it. I just do it. Is that weird? I don't, and maybe this, I don't, for example, I don't watch the monitors back when we're shooting. I never watch stuff when we're shooting, ever. Unless it's for a purely technical reason, for a stunt or something. But no, I just can't do it, because I don't want to think about, why would I don't want to have conscious choices in my head. Is that weird? Anyway, no one's answering me, so it doesn't matter. Shelby Liz. Hi Tom, my name is Shelby, and I'm from Minnesota. Yeah, I love Minnesota. For Lucifer's cell phone, what pics do you think he would have on his lock screen and background? Himself. No, he'd have, in earlier seasons he'd have himself, and I think now he'd probably have Chloe, or the detective. Oh, this is a good question, I like this. Okay, _Dasher. Hi, from Belarus. Hi, Belarus. Gosh, you're up late. You're up really late. Thank you for staying up. If you could cast yourself in one legendary movie, what movie would it be, and in which role? Send love. Love Belarus, love Belarus. That's a cracking question. That's a good question. I mean, I think probably, considering the sort of kind of cultural impact it has had, if imagine being like in the original Star Wars movies. I mean, that's probably, I would have been if I'd have been Han Solo in the original Star Wars movies, I mean, that would have been great. Although, it would have been ridiculous because I was literally a newborn baby, so that would have looked. I wouldn't have been able to hold nothing. I wouldn't be able to fly the Millennium Falcon. So anyway, Emma 98641. Hi Tom, I'm Emma from the Netherlands. Woo! Hello, my Dutch friends. Love you all. Is there anything you can tell us about your upcoming projects? Love you so much. Love you too, Emma. Your upcoming projects, yes. So a few of you might have seen the other day that there was an announcement that I'm doing a movie for Netflix, which I'm very excited about. And that is a movie called Players, and it's starring the lovely Gina Rodriguez, who is best known for playing for the lead role in Jane the Virgin, for playing Jane. And I'm very, very excited about working with her. I've heard wonderful things about her. And it's a really fun rom-com. We have Damon Wayans Jr. as well from New Girl. A lot of people don't know who Damon Wayans Jr. is. And yeah, basically, it's filming this summer in Vancouver, and I'm hoping it'll be out sometime next year. So there you go. Who's next? VGold9104. Hi Tom, what is something you'd like to pass on to your kids? Oof. They've got them already, but I think that one thing that I kind of like really was insistent, and I've always been insistent that my kids have, is good manners, because I think they go a long way. And I can't bear it when people have bad manners. Anyway, there you go. But they are. My kids are exceptionally well mannered. In fact, my kids pick me up on my manners sometimes, or certainly on my language. Anchor 784. Hi Tom. What motivates you, and how do you motivate yourself? Love from Germany. Hello again, Germany. What motivates me? Fear. That motivates me. The knowledge that I actually have to do something that's uncomfortable or whatever, then that motivates me to do something. When I got into shape a couple of years ago to kind of like actively try and change my shape slightly and put on some muscle and stuff, the thing that motivated me then was a man called Paolo from Italy, who still motivates me to this day. But he's like an awesome friend and trainer, and is just really, really good at helping me stay on track, basically. And the other thing that motivates me, I would suggest, at the moment, is my children. They motivate me a lot. They motivate a lot of my choices. They've motivated a lot of my feelings about being a bit more responsible as a person, and looking after myself a bit more. They motivated my choice to give up smoking, which I've done, September the 21st. So I've not smoked a cigarette since September the 21st. And I don't think I'd ever be saying that to people, and I'm saying it now very happily as a non-smoker, and my children motivated me to do that, so there you go. Larissa 402. Hey Tom, Larissa from Romania. Hi Romania. What do you think Lucifer would do in quarantine? Break it is what Lucifer would do. He would break quarantine, and that is not a suggestion. Don't ever break quarantine, but I'm just telling you what Lucifer would do. Okay. Abin Kira. Hi Tom, my name is Thea. If there was someone you could do more scenes with, who would you choose and why? Love you. Lots of 333s. Someone I could do more scenes with and why? I guess you're probably thinking like in the Lucifer cast. And I absolutely adore Mr. Kevin Alejandro. As an actor, as a friend, as a director, he is phenomenal, and I wish that I loved what we did with Dan and Lucifer. I don't think that it would have been that way had it not been Kevin doing it. And yeah, he's just a great person to work with. And Kevin is a phenomenally talented actor, and just great fun to work with. And I love, I wish we could do more scenes together all the time. We always say that when we're working together. Right, Veronique 27070. Hi Tom, I'm Veronique from Belgium. I think I might know who you are, Veronique. I think you've got nice wallpaper, if I remember rightly. What added responsibilities did you get becoming an executive producer on the show as well? I added responsibility. Well, I think it was nice to officially be able to get involved in conversations that I was already getting involved in, but I kind of inserted myself in that maybe I wasn't meant to be involved in. I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting show, this one, in that myself and Joe and Ildy, who are the showrunners, we're not like the originators of this show. This was never our idea in the first place. So we've kind of had this thing that we've worked with all together from the beginning, since the pilot. I think that, along the way, that they've obviously been running the show and been the bosses and stuff, but I've been the man on the ground a lot of the time, dealing with things on the set, and the transition between writer's room and actual filming. There are sometimes creases that need ironing out and stuff, and I think that certainly in the last couple of seasons I've been able to sort of facilitate that officially as EP, so that's been nice. But yeah, I was really, really delighted that they made me a producer on the show, and I think that they were acknowledging a lot of the stuff that I do away from just playing the part of Lucifer on it. So yeah, there you go. He 11 Cats. Hi Tom, Cat from Australia. Australia? What time is it there? I mean, actually, you're probably doing all right, thinking about it. Anyway, how are you, Australia? I love Australia. Love it. What was your favourite part of being Michael? My favourite part of being Michael? My favourite part of being Michael was the crew and their reaction to me as Michael. Was really quite fun, because this things that I started, #Michael's a dick, was what people kept coming up to me and saying when we were shooting it, because they didn't like Michael and what he was doing to Chloe and Lucifer. So that was my favourite part about being Michael. People coming up to me and going, I don't like Michael. Michael's a dick. Job done. And least favourite part of playing Lucifer. Love you so much. Least favourite part of playing Lucifer. I wouldn't say it's my least favourite part, but one thing I do say a lot is, my goodness me, the next part I'm going to play is someone who doesn't talk very much, because Lucifer really does like the sound of his own voice and loves talking, and never shuts up. And so that's meant, realistically for me as Tom, that I've had to do a lot of line learning in the last 6 years. And yeah, it's been fun though. I do enjoy him. Sorry, my daughter just texted me. 1 second. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay. Kyara. Hi Tom, Kyara from Oz here. How do you think Lucifer acquired all of his money? Just made it. I mean, he can get anything he wants, really. Get desires out of people. Just go to the richest man in the world. I don't know, really. But it's just money. I mean, that's how Lucifer feels about it. So, I don't think he robbed anybody, though. Oh, Della93. Hello there, I'm Della from Vancouver. Yay! Love Vancouver. We shot the first 2 seasons of Lucifer in Vancouver, and I'm coming back to see you this summer. If your life was a movie, what songs would be on the soundtrack? Oh, I like that question. If my life was a movie, what songs would be on the soundtrack? Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm Gonna Make It All Right by Paul Pena. Oh Happy Day from Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Amazing Grace. The entirety of Rage Against the Machine album. The first one from 92. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Oasis, Slide Away. God, I mean, it goes on and on and on and on.
Any questions or anything for a time? Just like do the comment section.
So many things. Anyway, there'll definitely be some Nina Simone on there as well. So Della from Vancouver. There you go. There's a starting of a soundtrack there. My challenge to you, Della from Vancouver, is to take the artist and the songs I've just said and start making a soundtrack on Spotify and share it with me. There you go. And I'm Tom LS17 on Spotify. Sanna Newald. Hey Tom, I'm Sanna from the Netherlands. Hello Netherlands again. And I wonder who in the show is most like their character and the least. Lots of love. Who's most like their character? I guess in certain regards Rachel would be for me, because Rachel and I, we like to talk to each other, and we talk. We're really good friends, and we go there. We talk about deep personal things, and we talk about our lives and deep things and philosophical things. So I think that I have a kind of like therapist offset with Rachel a little bit situation there. Who's least like their character? Probably Lauren, actually, because she, Detective Decker most of the time is very serious, and anyone who knows Lauren German most of the time is not very serious. So probably that. Alicia, hi. I'm Alicia. If you could witness any event from the past, present or future, which would you choose? Ooh, wow. That's a really good question. God, what a great question. Witness any event from the past, present or future, which would you choose? Gosh. I don't know. I'm stumped on that one. I mean, I think the temptation of the event of the future is that people would often think, how do I leave this place? But I don't want to know that. Any event from the past, present or future? Gosh, I mean, I can only imagine what the world felt like when the Second World War finally came to an end. But I know that came with a mixture of emotions, but it must have been quite a phenomenal thing. So let's stick with that. Kayla _Benello. Hi Tom, I'm Kayla from Florida. I'm a huge fan. Hi Kayla, how you doing? Have you ever personally benefited from Lucifer therapy sessions with Dr. Linda? Never personally from the therapy sessions with Linda, but like I just referred to in the question before, Rachel and I have I think we've helped each other out a few times along the years. Brandy _Carter. Hi Tom, do you know what happens to Lucifer's Corvette after the show is over? From Brandy in North Carolina. Well, weirdly enough, Brandy, I asked that same question the other day because I believe I filmed the last scene that I'm going to film with the Corvette the other day. It was a sad event. I believe it will probably be held at Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers own the show, and there is a Warner Brothers studio tour that happens, and as part of that Warner Brothers studio tour, and the tour is obviously not happening at the moment, but I think there will be after COVID eases and restrictions ease that they will get the tours back up and running. And I believe that there is a motor sort of museum part of that tour where the Batmobile is and the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo, I believe, is there as well. And I wonder whether Lucifer's Corvette might be there as well. So we'll find out. But if there's a way to buy it, don't worry, I've put in first dibs because I want that car. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it's a beast to drive, just FYI. Hi, Kaus. Hey, Tom, I'm Polly from Brazil. Hi, Brazil again. Polly from Brazil. How would you react if you met the devil? You are the best. Love you. I think I'd be pretty scared because that would mean a lot of things. So yeah, I'd be pretty scared. I don't think that he would be like me, but then look, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't actually believe in the devil. Just going to put it out there, okay? But he's been a wonderful character to play for all these years. Charlie, 97. Hi, Tom. I'm Charlie from England. Hello, Charlie from England. Charlie here. What scene, moment in your head was the moment Lucifer realised he fell for Chloe? I think, and I know actually, it's the scene in the pilot. It's the scene where she gets shot in the pilot. And he says to her, he says her name for the first time. Key. And he runs over to her when she's been shot, and he cares about someone else for the first time. So I think that is our moment. And then he says, my dad's going to have to wait you. My dad is going to have to wait for you a little longer. And then as she passes out, he goes and does nasty things to Jimmy Barnes, and then wakes up next to her in the hospital. And I think, that's it there, in a nutshell. Nadine _Cloutier. Hi, Tom. My name is Nadine from Canada. How was it to be directed by Kevin and DB? Thanks and continue your great work. Love you. Love you too. Love Canada. What a lovely group of people you Canadians are. It was, I'd had a little meeting group before and talked about this. Let's talk about Kevin first. Kevin has done now, I'm directing the current episode. It's his 4th episode, and he is turning out to be absolutely phenomenal director. And I just have really loved working with him on all the episodes that we've done, and I've seen him grow as a director and his confidence grow, and that's been amazing. So that was great. DB, my brother, I was just so happy that we could give him the opportunity to do this, because I know he's wanted to direct for such a long time, and he was awesome. I mean, it's not easy coming in and directing something for the first time, and all of the things that come with that, the multiple plates that one has to spin in order to do that. And DB just took it in his stride, and he was brilliant. And he had to deal with a lot of things like directors do, and he also had his directorial debut happening during COVID, which was exceptionally, that's like doing a sword fight with your arm behind your fighting arm, because basically it's just mask, shield, all your communication is shut off, and all these challenges that he had to deal with it, and he just took it in his stride. He was amazing.